And it is about time for the Muletrain News Program on this Monday, March the 21st, 2016, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Mercy Manzanella's, an 8th grade student at Watson Junior High in Muleshoe, has been chosen to perform in June at Carnegie Hall in New York City. Mercy is the daughter of Jose and Phyllis Vasquez. She was chosen by the selection board and conductors from an audition recording to perform in the 125th anniversary season. She will sing with the middle school performers from all across North America. And Mercy Manzanella's of Muleshoe will work with internationally recognized conductor Sally Albrick. Congratulations to you, Mercy Manzanella's, and her choir director at Watson Junior High, Justine Halmachek, says they are so thrilled about her selection to go to Carnegie Hall and perform in New York City this coming June. Mercy Manzanella's. This is Holy Week, and Holy Week services continue on Tuesday at 12 noon in the Fellowship Hall of the First United Methodist Church. The men and women of the Methodist Church will provide a noon meal, and if you only have an hour to eat in, you'll have plenty of time for the service and the meal to get back to work. And the devotion will be brought by Dr. Stacy Connor, pastor of the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, and Sally Messenger will be in charge of the music from the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe. The Holy Week services are annually sponsored in Muleshoe by the Bailey County Ministerial Alliance, and everyone is certainly welcome. And the meal is a free will donation. Then on Wednesday at the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall, the noon meal will be served by the First Baptist Church members. And Hunter Hawkins, who is the new youth director of the First United Methodist Church, will bring the devotional, and Robert Black of the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe will be in charge of the music. On Friday, which is Good Friday, there will be no school in Muleshoe. And Sunday morning, Easter Sunday sunrise services will be conducted at 7:30 in the new city park of Muleshoe, right next to the basketball court, or across the street from the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ. And please bring a lawn chair to sit in or a blanket to sit on. After the service, you'll go across the street to the 16th and Avenue D Church of Christ Fellowship Hall for coffee and donuts. Quentin Poe will bring the sermon on the Easter sunrise service at 7:30 this coming Sunday morning. And Quentin Poe is the youth pastor at the First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. 5 area telephone West Plains Telecommunications now brings you the Holy Week weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire area. Officially in Muleshoe on Palm Sunday, yesterday, it was a high of 59 in Muleshoe with a low of 30. And on Monday morning at 7 o'clock, it was 30 degrees here in Muleshoe. And now, a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 area, whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world. Security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company 5 area plan, starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Sliding control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 area 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Looking at our forecasts for the Muleshoe area for this Monday, a very warm day, high around 79 degrees, and sunny southwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour this afternoon. Mostly clear, low around 41 tonight. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then we're going to have some windy conditions on Tuesday and Wednesday. Patchy blowing dust after 1 p.m. for Tuesday. Sunny, high near 85 degrees, so extremely warm on Tuesday. Breezy with the southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 20 to 25 miles per hour. Tuesday afternoon, winds could gust as high as 35 miles per hour. There is a fire weather watch already in effect for Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons from noon until 9 p.m. each day. On Tuesday night, mostly clear, low around 44 degrees. Breezy conditions with a southwest wind 15 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. Then again Wednesday, areas of blowing dust after 1 p.m. Sunny, high near 64, so a little bit cooler for Wednesday, but still windy with the west wind 15 to 25 miles per hour, increasing during the afternoon hours. Winds could gust as high as 45 miles per hour Wednesday during the afternoon and evening hours. Partly cloudy with a low around 29 for Wednesday night. Windy conditions again. Thursday, sunny, high near 61 degrees. Northwest winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming west in the afternoon. Thursday night, mostly clear, low around 33. South wind around 10 miles per hour. Then sunny on Friday, high near 70 degrees. West-southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour Friday afternoon. Mostly clear Friday night, low around 38. And repeating our weather forecast today on Monday, a couple warmer days ahead with a sunny afternoon, high near 79 degrees for the Muleshoe area. Southwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Then tonight, mostly clear, low around 41. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then breezy conditions for Tuesday and Wednesday. There's fire weather watches already in effect for Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons from 12 noon until 9 p.m. Patchy blowing dust after 1 p.m. Tuesday, sunny, high near 85 degrees. Breezy condition, wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear, low around 44. Breezy conditions as well. 5 area telephone. West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
The all-important STAR test will be given next week in the state of Texas, and the STAR test will be administered on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, and then on Thursday will be the makeup day. That will be March the 29th and 30th, and then the makeup on March the 31st. So please support your children. Be sure they get to bed early and have a good breakfast before you send them off to school next week. And of course, that's really a positive thing to do every day for all parents, all grandparents, and guardians. And always encourage them and give them an extra hug and tell them that you believe in them and they can do their very best, because the STAR tests are so very important today. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Do you have family in town? Well, if you do, come to Leal's, where families come together. Leal's is a family business that started in Muleshoe. They are located at 1010 West American Boulevard and serve the best of Mexican food and other treats. See you at Leal's. That's where my family goes when we are in town.
And this edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. Transfer funds easily between accounts, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online, banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by the First Bank in Muleshoe today, 202 South 1st Street or 806-272-4515. The First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank is member FDIC. 2 weeks to go home following a hospital stay. Recover close to home at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. The swing bed program at Muleshoe Area Medical Center is for Medicare patients discharged from Muleshoe or any other hospital following an acute illness, injury, or surgery, but still need time and physical therapy to heal and strengthen before going home. Call Lucy Garcia, RN, at 806-272-4524 today to see if you or your loved one qualifies for the swing bed program at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, right here in Muleshoe, Texas.
The Al-Anon Family Group will meet every Monday and Friday night at 7 o'clock for open meetings in the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe. Please use the very extreme south door of the First United Methodist Church, and they meet in the Children's Library, which is the first door immediately after you walk into the hall, and it's on your right. Al-Anon is for family and friends of alcoholics and or drug addicts, and they meet every Monday and Friday nights at 7 o'clock here in Muleshoe at the First United Methodist Church. In the Muleshoe schools on Tuesday afternoon, Muleville will meet at 3:30 at Mary DeShazo Elementary School. Also on Tuesday at 4:30, the varsity Lady Mule softball team will play River Road, followed at 6 o'clock by the JV. And at 4:30, the JV Muleshoe Mules baseball team will play Pampa, and then at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night, the varsity Mules baseball team will play Spring Lake Earth, and all of these games are here in Muleshoe for softball and baseball both. On Wednesday afternoon, after school at 4:30, the Watson Junior High School Choir will perform a concert. And all day on Wednesday, there will be a tennis meet at sundown that Muleshoe High School tennis players will participate in. Thursday, cheerleading tryouts will be held at Watson Junior High, and Thursday afternoon at 2, there will be a track meet that Muleshoe High School track stars will participate at Dimmitt. Then on Friday, there is no school in Muleshoe ISD because it is Good Friday. And at 4:30, the JV baseball team will play at Littlefield on Friday afternoon. And at 7 o'clock, the varsity will play Littlefield. Saturday at 12 noon, the JV Lady Mill softball team will play at Sanford Fritch, and the varsity game will follow. Yearbook orders must be turned in by Thursday at Dillman Elementary School. Mr. and Mrs. Sylvester Torres are being honored as our sweethearts for today, courtesy of Hereford Feed Ingredients, David and Liz Tips. And Sylvester Torres will retire at the end of this month from the city of Muleshoe. And on Tuesday afternoon, March the 29th, which is next week, from 3 to 4:30, you're invited to the City Council chambers in City Hall for a retirement reception honoring Sylvester Torres. And he will be celebrating on March the 22nd, which is Tuesday of this week, his 60th birthday. And we are so very, very pleased that he will be retiring along with his wife, Alicia, and they both can take care of their darling 5-year-old grandson, Anthony Anguiano. He has worked for the Public Works Department of the city of Muleshoe. Sylvester is now in a supervisory position as water superintendent and has been for 30 years, but he has been with the city for 40 years. And before that, he was even working part-time as a very young man in the summer times. He was first hired by the late L.M. Bell, and Ramon Sanchez, who is his boss, says he is very knowledgeable in what he does and extremely dependable. 40 years of service to the citizens of Muleshoe, Sylvester Torres. Thank you very much, sir. Join the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture and support your community. They have a completely new team down at the Chamber of Commerce office here in Muleshoe, and they want to serve you in every way possible, and they're ready to hear your suggestions how to make Muleshoe a town on the go and on the grow. Don't forget, the Muleshoe Art Association's annual spring show will start on Monday morning, April the 4th at 9 o'clock until 2:30 at the Muleshoe State Bank Community Room at the Crossroads in downtown Muleshoe, where they will accept your artwork. And this is open to Muleshoe High School art students of Sandy Chitwood, as well as to all of the adults in our entire area. And the juror this year will be Marilyn Riley of Muleshoe, who was born and reared here and graduated in 1972 from Muleshoe High School. She studied art under professors at West Texas State, A&M University in Canyon, Texas Tech, and the University of Texas in Austin, graduating from UT with a degree in interior design in 1978. Marilyn Riley gained work experience with Gene McDonald Company, a building and design firm in Austin, and Cagle Furniture Company in Lubbock, and she worked for 22 years as a commercial and residential interior designer with the Muleshoe Art Loft. She is married to Mike Riley, and they have 2 grown sons, Lincoln and Garrett, who are both college football coaches, and she is a beautiful grandmother. Marilyn Poole Riley will be the juror this year for the Muleshoe Art Association's art show. And we want to say a big happy birthday to you if you're celebrating this week. And we know that on Tuesday, we must say a big happy birthday to Julie Sladen, Brenna Matthews Price, also Victor Leal, Randall Copley, Misty Angeli Shaw, Shane Schuster, Caleb King, Tom Jinks, and also on Wednesday, that's March the 23rd, a big happy birthday to Brian Box, Richard Hawkins, Walter Marie Boness, who is a resident over at the Running Water Draw Care Center in Olton, Judy Coker, Leonardo Gallegos, Isaiah Norman, John Welch, Jill Johnson, down in the Metroplex. She was the granddaughter of the late Claudine Elliott of Muleshoe. Brad Helton, right here in Muleshoe. Kenny Kittrell, and congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Gary Glover on their wedding anniversary on Wednesday. And guess what? On Thursday, it is the birthday of Claude Riley, who lives at our Parkview Nursing Care Center, and Claude is going to be 96 years young. A big, happy 96th birthday to you, Claude Riley, on this coming Thursday. And we'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Frying Cox right here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street, where they're starting to get in their spring plants. They have now pansies, lavender, strawberries, rosemary, also sweet red, Georgia sweet, and Texas sweet onions available now at Frying Cox. More coming in daily as well. Look for them right here in Muleshoe at Frying Cox. They also have a huge selection of wedding shower selections for Natalie Head and Brian Glendenning, Shelby and Braden Burris, Janae Powell and Joey Johnson, and Monty Kirby and Veronica Lopez. All these wedding shower selections available now at Frying Cox right here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. BK Boutique in Clovis, New Mexico, 200 East 21st Street, now has their spring collection in. Go by and see them Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, or Saturdays, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. at BK Boutique. Their spring collection is in stock now at 200 East 21st Street, Clovis, New Mexico, 575-762-1848.
On our prayer list, remember Reese Brown. He's 16 years of age and lives in Nashville, Tennessee, and is the nephew of Iva Noble of Muleshoe. He will have surgery Monday at St. Jude's Children's Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. He is the son of Russell and Dana Brown. Please remember Reese Brown and all of his family in your prayers. Jerry and Bill Savuto are always in our prayers. Jerry has cancer, and also Bill is having problems with his knee. Cleo Ward and his wife Ruby and their family. We're so glad to report that Dr. Joby Claiborne of Muleshoe surgery last Thursday at Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock was successful, and he is at home now. Mrs. Wayne Pearson of Nazareth, formerly of Muleshoe, and her family are in our thoughts and prayers. Shirley Boyd Anderson of Amherst, formerly of Muleshoe, and always remember Larry Thornton in the Baylor University Medical Center in Dallas. He is not doing real well right now and certainly needs our prayerful concerns, and his wife Diane and their family. You know, Diane Thornton has been the secretary for several years at the First United Methodist Church, and because of Larry's illness, she has resigned that position. Rhonda Eagle reminds you that the account at the First Bank for the Larry Thornton Medical Fund is still available for your contributions. And you can write Larry Thornton and Diane at Larry Thornton, Baylor University Medical Center, room 1020 at 3501 Gaston Street in Dallas, and the zip is 75246. Please remember our country in your prayers, and all of our servicemen and their families who are serving us, whether it be here at home or abroad. Margaret Adams and Bob Alexander, who is the father of Julie Cage of Muleshoe, Alma Burton and her husband Alton, Joyce Clements and her husband Fred, Gwen Gulker, and she is Linda Elder's mother, Morris Bruns, Jean Allison, Sam Dameron, Jenny McVicker, Anita Mitchell, Pat Nichols, Ollie Mae Clausen, Marjorie Precure are all in our prayers. Cheryl Morris, Judy Griswold, she's doing much better. Robert Hooten, Gladys Black. Got to see Buck and Carolyn Johnson on Sunday, and Buck just looks wonderful. Alice Sims, Betty Noble, Mary Janice Brantley. Got to see Linda Watson too, and she is doing much, much better. And little Reed Markle, got to see him too on Sunday, and he is doing or progressing, let's say. Remember the families of Dee Chitwood, of Charlie, Texas, formerly of Muleshoe, the father of Dick Chitwood of Muleshoe. Rebecca Gonzalez, 43, of Amarillo, formerly of Muleshoe, and the daughter of Josie Avalle of Muleshoe. Remember also Bob Donaldson, 83, of Muleshoe's family, and little Augie Rehoas, and he is the great nephew of Patty Kent of Muleshoe, and he has pneumonia and a serious infection in his lung. He is the great grandson of Haney and Faye Porner of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, and the grandson of Perry Porner Lee. Also remember on your prayer list little Hannah Simmons, 10 years of age, Harper Lee Kirby of Midland, the great-granddaughter of Mary Janice Brantley. And by the way, she is going to turn 1 this month. And remember Carol Precure, Mike Pugh of Muleshoe, Francis Miramontes of Muleshoe, Jean Paul and Corlin Jarman and their family, Terry Obenhouse, who had successful bypass surgery recently, and Carlos Guerra, formerly of Muleshoe. He had skin cancer surgery in Iowa.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain in our rotation on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it free of charge on demand anytime you want to listen to it on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. A visit to the Big Texan in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas is brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. Call them 806-272-4504 or check them out online, bcecoop.com. They're owned by the members that they serve. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle. I'll hope that you enjoyed this Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Amarillo has the Big Texan Steakhouse.
Well, the Big Texan was started by a Yankee who was my father from Chicago, Illinois. He came down here with Marriott Airlines to put food on the airplane, which is prior to the jet service back in '58. So he had 8 kids, and he He wanted to take us kids to a place where the cowboys were, and he started asking around, where are the cowboys in this town? And everybody looked at him like, well, we don't have a place like that. So he had the idea of putting one in, as well as, being able to create income for the entire 8 kids. So he put in the Big Texan back in 1960 on Route 66. And what really gave the Big Texan its personality was the fact that it was 2 blocks away from the stockyards. So when all the cowboys, the real cowboys, got off work every Friday, they'd come over and he would cash their paychecks and sell them nickel beer. And he would always save the table right in the middle of the dining room and let him sit, because these guys would get in there drinking the nickel beer, start telling big stories, and start acting like cowboys do right in the middle of the dining room, which was a great stage.
Bobby Lee and his brother Danny have the restaurant now. It moved to Interstate 40 in 1970. It's open 365 days a year and buys meat by the ton. It has its own brewery. The most popular item is a ribeye. Bobby says the main attraction is a 72-ounce steak. That's 4.5 pounds. If you eat all of it, you get it free.
Last year, in 2015, we had a lady from Washington State come in 123 pounds, and she said she could eat 3 72-ounce steaks in 1 hour. And this was the entire dinner: the baked potato, shrimp cocktail, roll, butter, and the tossed salad. And she completed 3 dinners in 20 minutes flat. I don't think that will ever be broken. That was the most incredible, freakish feat we have ever seen as far as gastronomic challenges.
The steakhouse is in a big yellow building on 6 acres of land.
The word Amarillo means yellow, and that's one of the whole reasons behind the building being bright, bright yellow.
It's reminiscent of Texas in the 1800s, and for most people who don't live in Texas, it's their perception of what Texas is.
And we have a live rattlesnake in there named Brenda.
Bobby Lee of Amarillo. 27% of Big Texan customers come from foreign countries. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, right here in Muleshoe, member SIPC. He's located in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rempe. The market report was recorded this Monday, March the 21st, 2016 at 11:30 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are slightly lower to begin the day. In economic news, home sales came in below expectations in February, falling in all 4 regions of the country amid rising prices and low inventory. In other economic news, reports show U.S. consumer confidence fell in March amid concerns about rising gasoline prices and the broader economy. Treasuries are also lower in early trading. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is telecommunications, while the worst performing sector is energy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 8 points to 17,610. The S&P 500 index is down a point to 2,047, and the NASDAQ Composite Index is up a point to 4,795.